ladies, and welcome back to Still Looking Good 58. I am Faith, and today we are going to kick off a series that I am calling Get Ready for the Office. Now, many of you may have been working at home for a long time, and your employer is now saying it's time to go back to work. A lot of the COVID mandates are being lessened, I guess you could say, and there are a lot of people who do office work, who work in corporate America, that are going back to the office. I am one of those people. I believe we're going back in January. So what I wanted to do with this particular series is to get ready for the office by thinking about some of the things that we need to do if we've kind of gotten into a different routine. Because if you've been working at home as long as I have, which is almost 2 years, you've probably gotten into a different routine. Maybe you're exercising at certain times of the day that you didn't exercise before. Or maybe you're just wearing really comfortable clothes that you wouldn't wear to work. Or maybe you just gotten used to, like, if there's a lull between meetings or whatever, that you're going to do the dishes or something like that. Well, you can't do all of that stuff when you go back to the office. So on top of that, discussing that is not just the only subject that I want to bring up. I also want to bring up how we're going to dress when we go to work. Specifically, work wigs that are work friendly. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to start with a new wig from ZURY SIS. It is called LF Ryan, and I have her in the color SOM RT 2730. So we're going to do her. She's a new wig, and I'm also going to do a throwback, which is the model Layton wig, and I have her in the color GX, I think I have her in GX Auburn, no, Bronze, GX Bronze. Okay, so we're going to do those two wigs, but before I get to those, again, what I wanted to talk about is how we're going to get ready for going back to the office. I'm sitting out here because sometimes when you're in the confines of your home, after you've been home for a long time, especially if you have children or a husband or whatever, sometimes you just have to get out of the house. And so I just decided that I was going to do this video outside. So yeah, so that's why I'm out here. So anyway, one of the things that I think we need to talk about first in terms of getting ready to go back to the office is your routine, like I said. Now I'm going to have to think about, when am I going to exercise? Am I going to do it early in the morning before I get ready for work, or am I going to do it in the afternoon when I get home? I really don't like to work out in the evening, but I may be stuck with doing that. The other thing is, my clothes. Especially since we're going into winter, I probably need to start putting away my summer, spring clothes and start pulling out my winter clothes. So I want to do that now before January rolls around, and I have to do that. I don't want to, wait till the last minute to get my wardrobe together in terms of what I'm going to be wearing to go back to work. Also, I would do a dry run to your office. Those of us who have never been to the office since we started a job, you may have started a job and they sent you right back home with your computer, which they did with me. So I've never really been to my office. So I kind of need to do a commute, especially since I've moved to this house. I need to do a commute so that I can kind of get an idea of how long it's going to take me to get there. And the best time really to do it is during your regular hours. So if you think you're going to be working from 9 to 5, then you need to go to your office in the morning, and maybe even in the evening you can kind of get an idea what it's going to be like coming home. So yeah, you kind of want to do a dry run. The other thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you've got the right makeup look. Like right now, the makeup that I have on is pretty simple, nothing dramatic. I don't have any lashes on or anything, and that's probably the way I'm going to be when I go to the office. And that's kind of why I wanted to show you this. It's just your regular, look. And I don't know how well you can see it with all the sunlight out here, but yeah, just your regular basic look. But again, I'm going to show you these two wigs. I'm going to show you Ryan, and I'm also going to show you Layton, and I'm going to go into the house to do that. So let's go take a look. Okay, ladies, we're back inside now, and I did throw on some lashes just because we're inside, and I wanted to show you what these wigs would look like with some lashes on. Here is the first wig I told you about. This is LF Ryan from ZURY SIS, or Sister Wig, and I have her in the color SOM RT 2730. This is she. She's very curly, and now she's got brown lace. For those of you who are darker than me, she's got brown lace, so that'll work for you. She's a right side part, I believe, and I'm probably going to put a little heat on the top of her because she looks a little bit humpy. but I like the curls, and she's not real long, so she's perfect for work. So I'm going to take the lace off, and I'm probably going to pluck her a little bit, because even though she's just a regular, you know, middle part or side part wig, and she's got the combs on both sides, and of course the adjustable strap, I'm going to try and pluck something out of the front of this hair, because the line just looks too straight for me. And then after we do this one, we're going to go to Layton, okay? So let me go and style this one, and I'll be right back. Okay, ladies, this is Ryan, and here's the cure card again. Yeah, she's definitely for the mature woman. This style is definitely for the mature woman, and this is a good work wig for us. So here she is on the side. She's got lots of curls. Here she is in the back. And then here she is on the other side. So yeah, Ryan is definitely a mature woman wig. She's cute, but she's great for work. She's not overstated. She's not trying to be sexy. She's just your basic everyday work wig, and that's why I chose her, because I figured she would be great for this particular series of going back to work. So here is Ryan again. She's LF Ryan, and again I have the color SOM RT 2730. So that is the first work wig for us mature women, and let me show you the next one, which is Layton. Okay, here is Layton, and this is her cure card again. And like I told you guys, I'm showing you a new wig and a throwback, and Layton is the throwback. And I have Layton in the color GXBronze. She is a middle part, just like, well, she's a middle part, the other one was a side part. She has two combs in the front on each side, and the adjustable straps and a comb in the back. She does not have any lace to cut. So I'm just going to put her on my head. Now I had Layton a long time ago. I had her in a different color. She does have baby hairs if you want to do that. But she's a middle part wig. And this is just throwing her on my head. This is the length of her and the colors. And I'm going to do a little bit to her as well and come right back. Okay, here is Layton. As you saw, I tried to do a little bit of baby hair action in the front. Not too much, because, I mean, you really don't need baby hairs with this particular wig, but they provided them, so I decided to use a little bit of them. I like Layton because she's dense, and she doesn't, I mean, she's mostly straight at the top, but then she's got these curls at the bottom. And again, she's another, you know, throw on and go work wig. Let me show you what she looks like on the side and in the back. She's very fluffy. Very fluffy wig. Okay. Okay, ladies, so those were the two wigs, Layton and Ryan, and as you may have noticed, for both of them, I had to put a little heat on them, and the baby hairs on Layton, I just kind of had to pluck them out because they were just too thick. And Layton, as I told you, was a throwback wig, so back in the day, the baby hairs were a little thicker than you might see baby hairs on a wig now. Also, with the other wig, with Ryan, I did have to also put some heat on her, and her bangs were a little bit too far in my face, so I kind of had to get them out of the way. I used my Redken Triple Take 32 to kind of keep her in place, and of course I used my Renutrients Slick Stick to keep the hair down, the flyaways, as I was using the hot comb on both of them. So yeah, so again, ladies, I'm going to be coming back not next Friday, but the Friday after that, to give you another review of two wigs, a new one and an older one, that we can wear to work to continue my Get Ready for the Office series. So we'll take a look at those then. Next week I'm going to be doing my Wigs and Wisdom Wednesday, so please join me for that one. It's going to be a very good one, an important one, I think, for you guys to watch. Thank you so much for subscribing if you have. If you have not, please hit that subscription button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. And ladies, as I always say, if you're going to show love to anyone today, please show it to the Creator. I'm still looking good, and of course, so are you. See you next time.